Good morning. It is vacation day. Super excited. Feels like it's been forever planning for this. So just getting ready to head to the airport and off to Miami. That'll go viral on YouTube for sure. Thanks, Sheree. So you don't think I'm better than what I got? Yeah, right. He just thinks he's the funniest. We got in late for our flight, and here we are in Dallas. We're in a cart in Dallas on the way to our next gate because our flight got in late, and they didn't have any wheelchairs, so it's free. So now our flight started boarding like 2 minutes ago. We have to take a train, I think, to get there. So we're on a cart. I don't know if you can see it. As our plane was just a little bit late coming in, we still should have had 45 minutes to get to our next gate, which was in a different building. It was like two buildings away, apparently, but apparently there's still corridors that go, but the fastest way to get to your gates is to take the train. And I had prearranged wheelchair transport for my sister. In Seattle, they had talked us into just go ahead and checking her wheelchair to be put with our checked luggage to get it to Miami, as there was supposed to be wheelchair transport in Dallas and when we got to Miami. So when we arrived in Dallas to get off the plane, they announced while we were still on the plane that they didn't have the wheelchair transports there yet, and so they asked us all to just sit in first class while we waited. And there was probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 people waiting for wheelchair transports. So it took I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And unfortunately, they didn't have, they didn't have anybody to transport us that was supposed to push her all the way to the next gate, which is what they did in Seattle. Instead, they started putting us on these golf cart transports, but it was very disorganized. And so they would have us get on one, and then they would go to like another intersection. They'd have us get back off, and then we had to wait for another one. And we probably took 4 different ones, and sometimes the wait in between was quite long. And I kept telling them, it's like, my plane is already boarding and we are not going to make it. And they just kept telling me, oh, just sit down, just relax, you'll be fine, they're not going to leave without you. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure they are. And sure enough, we finally get to our gate, and they drop us off, and there's nobody there. The plane is already closed up. There's no employees at the desk anymore. The room is completely empty, and they just drop us off without a wheelchair. So at this point, I'm pretty stressed out and frustrated with the whole situation. And my sister had to walk all the way back to customer service with me, and she needs knee surgery, so it's very difficult for her to walk very far. And so we probably had to walk, I don't know, a quarter of a mile back to customer service. At that point, we got in line. The line wasn't super long, but we did have to wait a while. They booked us on another flight, which was a couple hours later. We were supposed to get to Miami at about 10:30 at night. I had a hotel I paid for, fairly expensive hotel. I think it was like $260 or something. So this flight was going to leave, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, which would have got it there in the middle of the night. I don't know, 1:32ish or something. But anyway, so we wait for this flight, and they keep changing the time on it. They keep bumping it a half hour back. I don't know, like every 15 minutes they'd set it back another half hour. And there was a lot of people waiting for that flight that were going on different cruises. And I was talking to another family, a couple grandparents that had their like 4 or 5 grandkids with them that were going on Royal Caribbean. And they finally went to customer service to try to book a different flight, because we're all panicking. We can't get refunds for our cruises. We've spent a lot of money, and we're afraid at this point we're not going to get there on time. So when he came back from customer service, he told me, he says, hey, they just told me they don't even have a plane available for us. They're looking for one. That's why they keep changing the time. And if they do find one, it's probably going to be a smaller plane, and not everybody's going to get to go. He said, if I were you, I would go to customer service right now and try to book another flight. He said he'd gotten one for 6 in the morning, but now it was full. So went back to customer service. My sister had to walk again because we don't have a wheelchair. And I get there, and this time the line is fairly long, but right after I got in line, a whole bunch of people came behind me, so the line was super long. Apparently there was another flight that came in through American Airlines that they didn't even have a gate for them to unload, so they sat on the plane for an hour waiting for a gate that they could unload on, so they all missed their connecting flights too. At this point, they're handing out hotel rooms for the night, and they offered me one. I'm like, I don't want to leave this airport. I need to get to Miami. And so they found the lady at the customer service was awesome. She was super helpful. She did find me a flight for 6, I think it was 6 o'clock in the morning, but I would have to get there, we would probably have to get off the plane and go right to the port at that point, and hopefully make it in time, if there was no delays for our scheduled time to get on this ship. And she did also find a standby flight that was for, I don't know, like 12 o'clock at night. It was full, but she said you can wait. She goes, I would wait for that flight and see if you can get on. If not, you can take the 6 o'clock flight in the morning. So she gave me tickets to both, which was great. And we ended up getting on that standby flight. Please excuse my voice. I have been sick since I got home from vacation. I'm on day 10 now. I caught some flu bug, and I've been very congested. So feeling better today, but I'm still fairly congested. So while I'm waiting for the standby flight, they changed the time a couple times on this one too. And they got on the intercom at one point, and they said, so we have our plane here, but we don't have any power to the plane. So we're trying to get maintenance to come and turn the power on the plane. And then 15 minutes later, they got on the intercom again and said there's going to be another delay. We need to put our flight attendants in a timeout. And that's all they said. I'm like, what is going on? At this point, I'm like, do I even want to fly with this company? It was just super frustrating, super chaotic, and to me, very unprofessional. I will never fly with American Airlines again. Totally bad experience. We did get on the flight, though, even though we were a long ways down on the list. A lot of people, I think, had just given up at that point and went home. So there were 6 empty seats available, and we got to Miami at 5:30 in the morning. So there was a wheelchair transport there to get us off the plane, which was wonderful. Unfortunately, they couldn't find our luggage. So it had came in on the earlier flight that we were supposed to be on, and they had put it in storage. There was a language barrier to the lady that was pushing us, and I think she was fairly new. She kept trying to tell me that it would be coming in on the luggage carousel, and I kept telling her, no, the luggage was not on this flight. I had put an air tag in my bag, so I knew my luggage was at the airport, but I said the luggage came in on an earlier flight, like 6 hours ago. They finally found our suitcases in storage, but the wheelchair wasn't there. So we went through this whole debacle, you know, and at this point, I've been up for 24 hours. I'm frustrated, I'm irritable, and I'm super loopy. I can't even think straight anymore because I've been up so long. So the guy that runs the storage room told me, he goes, well, if we can't find it, this is what we're going to do. We work with Carnival all the time. And he asked me what ports I was going to and what ship I was on. And he said, we're going to just give you a loaner wheelchair, and then we will deliver her wheelchair to Puerto Rico. So we'll just bring it to the port so you can get your wheelchair, and we'll just get our loaner wheelchair back. And I'm like, oh, this sounds confusing, but okay. I guess it's better than nothing. At this point, I just want to get to the hotel room. At the last minute, they ended up finding our wheelchair. Thank goodness. And we got on our way. I called an Uber to our hotel room. That wasn't that far from the airport. And this was a Wyndham hotel. I've stayed with them many times. I've had very good luck. I was not impressed with this hotel. It was very dirty. It was old. You know, at this point, though, I didn't really care. I was so tired. I just needed to lay down for a couple hours and regroup. And so, you know, by the time we got settled in, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and we had to get up at 8 to get ready to get to the port. So after 24 hours of no sleep, we got about 2 hours of sleep. Good morning. It's cruise day, and I wish I felt more excited. I am glad to be here. I'm glad to go today, but it was a rough day yesterday, and I only had like 2 hours of sleep after being up for 24 hours. But anyway, we're at the hotel here in Miami, and about 8:30. So I'm absolutely exhausted, but we're gonna get ready to go and get down to the port. So once we got to the port, we took an Uber to the port. We had a great ride down there. It took about an hour. There was a lot of traffic due to an art festival going on. But we had this great Cuban driver, and he was a lot of fun, actually. Got us to the port on time. We got there right at 11 o'clock for our scheduled time. And from this point forward, things went great. I was super impressed with the organization and efficiency in the embarkation process with Carnival Cruise Line. As soon as we got out of the Uber, there was somebody there to check our bags. We didn't have to carry them anywhere. And we got up to the line. And because I think we were in a wheelchair and we had a scheduled time for 11, they put us right into a priority line, got us right into the building. And from there, it was just super efficient going through, you know, checking our boarding passes and our passports and doing the lineup for the drug dog check. And we've got like priority boarding through the whole process because of the wheelchair, as we needed to use the elevator to get up to the bridge, I guess. The bridge into to board the ship. And From there, we went to our muster station on level 8, and then we went to Guy's Burgers and got something to eat. We didn't have continental breakfast at the hotel because it was just crazy, and there really wasn't much there. We just had a cup of coffee, and anyway, so we went and had Guy's Burgers. We went to the Red Frog Tiki Bar and had our first drink and seen the Lido deck for the first time. At this point, we started relaxing. Now that we were actually on the ship, I think I was able to take a deep breath because for a long time the day before, I didn't feel like we were going to make it in time. And so I feel like this is really where the vacation began. It started, I was still extremely tired and loopy, but I felt like things were going to be better now, and they were. Very happy with Carnival. Everything was wheelchair accessible, and even though there's a lot of people on board, we were able to navigate okay, and find places to sit, to eat. And once our room was ready at I believe it was about 1:30, we did go down to our room and we took a little nap because we were exhausted. Our luggage didn't show up till much later. I don't know, like between 5 and 6, I think. I wasn't in the room when it was delivered, but I took a nap. My sister decided at that point to just rest and put her feet up. Her ankles were horribly swollen from all the travel. She decided just to rest, put her feet up. She ordered some ice to ice them down, and showed her how to order room service. And after taking about an hour nap, I went up to watch the sail away party.
The record to the man moves and on top the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test of rapping to the beat. And me, everything gonna make you move your feet. Say what? Say I am DJ Kopi and I got to say hello. You ready? You warmed up? Everybody come on. Everybody come on. Let's go.
Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we found. Easy now, no need to go down.
Hey, let me see it, come on.
Easy now, no need to go down.
Somebody, let me hear you say, say, oh yeah, oh yeah, party, let's go now. Say what?
Carnival Celebration! If you're ready for a great vacation, let me hear you make some noise! Here we go! It's party time! Carnival Celebration! Who's ready for a great vacation? Here we go! Clap, clap, clap! Hands up! Here we go! Cruise is all about making friends, making memories, and having fun. And now you're on board the celebration. The fun has begun. And it's time to meet the Fun Squad. So make some noise for the Fun Squad. We got your comedy club host from Mexico. It's Andrea. Let's from Brazil, it's Vanessa. We've got Felicia from South Africa. We've got Roman from Belarus. Mikey and Jess from the UK. Daniel from Utah. And Sophia from Tennessee. From bingo to deck parties to deal or no deal, we can't wait to have some fun. Hands up, hey, hey. The fun has begun. So please welcome your center stage performers and make some noise for your Carnival Celebration entertainment team. It's family fun for old and young. So it's time to meet Camp Motion, Club 2, and Circle C. In charge of keeping the junior cruisers fun, we've got a surprise for you. Here we go. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Here we go. Hey, if you're here to party, left,
Slide to the right.
to the right.
Crisscross. Crisscross.
Well done, Carnival Celebration. Hey, don't break it, don't break it. Cruising's all about making friends, making memories, and having fun. And the fun has begun. Here we go. Three. Grinch, we're having fun. Come on, everybody, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Grinch, we're having fun. Go away. Bye, Grinch. Ah, DJ Kofi, let's take it back old school. Let's keep this party going. Come and join us on the Lido. We're waving bye-bye to Miami and hello to vacation. Hey, you got it. Come and join us on the dance floor.
Arriving at the Lido deck and watching the sail away party, I really started feeling like all the stress from the day before was worth it, and I truly felt like I could enjoy my vacation at this point, and I did. Even though I was tired, it was still fun to participate in the, I don't know, just celebrating this beginning of our vacation. And after the sail away party, I went to the main dining room for dinner by myself, which was fine. I'm perfectly comfortable eating in restaurants by myself. I know some people have a hard time with that. I chose to sit at my own table. I could have sat at a group table, but I just wanted some alone time and to kind of decompress, and had a great experience. All the staff there was great. The food was great. Had a nice dinner. Really started truly unwinding. And I went to a comedy show, which was wonderful. The comedian was very good. And then I went to production entertainment called Colors. Wasn't able to get video of that, but it was really good. Really enjoyed it. And then I went back to my room and got some sleep for the night. So I was ready to go for day 2.